I'll do it. 3, 2, 1, action.
So he says, that's not a camel. That's my wife. What is going on, guys? It is CH from Homebrew for Life. For those who have never seen a shitty looking white guy who's $28,000 in debt before, hello. Oh, and that title that you read at the top of the video, that's bullshit. You've been clickbaited. All right, this is it, your feel-good story of the year. For those who are new to the channel or have been sticking around, what's going on, guys? My name is Casey Hardy, CH. We do all the shenanigans in my house. We write, we edit, we do that now. It's coming up to the end of the year. I kind of wanted to put out some content and talk about the channel and what we're going to be doing in 2020. And if anybody cares, we're going to go down the Ghost of Christmas Past, Homebrew for Life lane. Kind of talk about with the channel where it started and why we put out videos sometimes and then get into draughts and we don't put videos out sometimes. And people troll us and say, where's the video? You say you're putting out a video every Wednesday. Here's a little history of Homebrew for Life. I don't care if you care or not. Actually, I do. I really want you to care. We've pretty much been doing homebrew tutorials for like 5 or 6 years now. We started out in the beginning of Homebrew for Life. It was me and one of my childhood friends, Chris, who owns a brewery in Vista, California called Battle Mage. This is like maybe 5 or 6 years ago. I lived in a place called Lake San Marcos. It's a little suburb inland in San Diego. Chris came back from San Francisco, I think, or the Bay Area. We reconnected. He was working at a brew store next to Mother Earth in Vista. And he'd come over and he'd teach me how to brew, and it was pretty much just extract stuff. We were pretty much just doing extract stuff. And that was a pretty good time. That was the time I got my job at the first brewery. Lake San Marcos was rad. It's a 55 and up community. We'd party there all the time. My landlord fucking hated me. And the weirdest part about that was that the landlord was my mom. We put out extract videos and it was like quick little playlists and 2-minute videos. And at the time, I didn't think it mattered. YouTube's all about like 10-minute plus videos now, I think. I know nothing about YouTube. I know nothing about the algorithm. There's always videos on tutorials, how to make your channel better.
Hey guys, my name is Tim Schmoyer and it's...
I'd rather watch paint dry than watch these fucking tutorials. We've always just kind of done our own thing, which is probably why our channel makes $4 a day. I'll get to that later. I'll talk about being a failure later on. After we made those videos, we kind of just like, as far as homebrew tutorials went, we didn't put out videos for about a year or like 2 years after that. And then I got a job at a brewery in Vista called Booze Brothers, who still, I don't work there anymore, still some of my good friends, the owners, the people that go there, the patrons, the customers, very close-knit community. And I met a dude there named Kevin, who I think just worked around the corner. And we talked about, you know, putting videos together and you know, putting out content on YouTube. Ultimately just putting out videos. We knew really nothing about like production. Our idea of production was like in the beginning, when we first started putting out beer videos, it was like beer and food. Put beer with chili or beer with this or whatever. And our idea for production was like, not write anything down, just film everything. Our idea of production was film the guy talking and then film everything else. Like literally like salt, pepper, film it for 40 seconds, lemon slices, film it. And then that's cool that you get the shot, but like we would upload these videos and they would be like, I don't know, maybe half a gigabyte to upload to YouTube. And then I'd look at like the root folder and it would be like 20 gigabytes. So like 95% of the stuff we weren't even using, we would just film it. And then, you know, it takes a day to look at just to sort out, you know, you're pretty much working backwards, right? Like what we do now is we pretty much write everything out, and that's biggest tool of anything, you know. And I used to think like, it was funny because I used to think like when we put out shit content, we still probably put out shit content, but we put out shittier content like 2 years ago. But I used to think like if we bought a $2,000 camera or a $1,000 lens, like our content would be better and we'd get more views and we'd be these YouTubers. And that's just gonna make you a shithead and a poser, you know? Like if you suck at guitar, don't buy a Gibson Les Paul.
I need to get really good without practicing.
You know, if you suck at snowboarding, snowboard on a hand-me-down. You know, don't be that kid that shows up with like the newest shit and you suck. That's just gonna give your friends more ammo to rip on you. But I used to think that. I used to think like more expensive stuff. Your biggest tool is writing stuff down. We write everything down now. You have a funny thing you see that doesn't make sense to you driving in your car. Think about it, write it down. Something happened to you at work. Think about it, write it down. Let's put it all into our shenanigans. So when we first started making videos, it was write nothing and then just film everything, and then we'll go back and was this cool? Does this make us look cool? You know, what the fuck's going on?
Just make us look cool.
And as far as money goes, I guess there's YouTubers out there with billions and zillions of subscribers and followers. I would know nothing about that. We make $4 to $5, our channel makes $4 or $5 a day as a $10.99 miscellaneous. So that means it's like $3 a day. So that means to make a video takes about 20, 30 hours. I don't know, it takes anywhere from 10 to 30 hours, depending on how long the video is. We're pretty much making like 10 cents an hour. Bums make more than us, by far. And then ultimately, we would pretty much just quit, you know? If you want to do a YouTube channel, you have to be putting out content. If you want to own a brewery, you have to be selling beer. If you want to come over to my house and drink beers, you have to take your shirt off so I can see how hairy you are. And we would just quit. We'd put out a video and then we would just drop off the face of the earth. There was two things that kept us going. Quinn. One of the things was that I had a buddy that put out video content as well. He was doing the Pokemon Go thing. He was putting out, remember that Pokemon Go app that like took over the world?
It's like, welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Duel with me, Quinn.
We live in a world where everybody puts out content, right? But it's primarily people put stills on the internet. You know, people put pictures on Instagram or Facebook and MySpace. It's always been the same content. You know, whether it gets 1 million likes or 5,000 smiley happy faces or 10 thumbs ups or whatever. People put pictures on the internet. Photo bucket, whatever. Here's I'm at the gym. I look so happy. Here's my family. It's cell phone pictures. It's pictures on the internet. When you start putting out videos on the internet, two things are going to happen. It's either going to be watchable or it's going to be really awkward and cringy. And I had a buddy that was putting out videos too. He was up in the Bay Area, but he would come down and we'd always just, you know, talk production and content, this, that. At the time you start putting out YouTube videos, you're going to weird everybody out. Your friends are going, what the fuck is this guy doing now? What are these fucking idiots doing now? Like, this video sucks.
Is there something wrong with me?
But if you have somebody that are like doing it with you, you know, it's your little support system. You know, he put out a video. Okay, I like that. That motivated me. Let's put out content. What did you like? What did you not like? Take that out. Cool, that looks better. That part went on too long. That wasn't funny. Get rid of it. Every time we'd give up on the channel, my buddy would put out a video and I'd be like, damn, let's get everybody over. Like, he's putting out videos. Let's put out videos. Let's make videos. Let's make dick off videos and piss our neighbors off. And then we also had a video. One of the first videos that we made was how to force carbonate your homebrew. How to pretty much drink your kegged beer in 20 minutes. And that was our only video that like legitimately got views organically, like 100 views a day or 200 views a day. And I don't know why that worked. Maybe it was the only video on YouTube that did that, or maybe for whatever reason, you know, the YouTube eye in the sky, the YouTube gods, it got a lot of views for us. It was our only video that got like actual subscribers. Like, it was like 5 subscribers a day. And we would think like, well, if people are subscribing to this channel, that means that they want to see more. I mean, that's the only reason you would subscribe. So, you know, that video would do okay and we'd look at it. I'm like, okay, guys, you know, no more. Do I look different without my beard? I had a coworker the other day tell me I looked like a transgender lesbian. Sometimes you got to work with what you got. So it was kind of like, okay, let's just scrap all the food videos. Let's go back to homebrewing. But the thing about homebrewing, it's pretty much the same video, right? Like, you could take the same shots of grain and you could take the same shots of your hops and you could pretty much ultimately lie and be like, hey, we're making this today. The viewers or the audience, they're not tasting it. So you could say this is so good or this is so bad. But if you do it, or, you know, if you do it the right way and you actually, you know, let this stuff ferment and sit over time, that's rad and it's truthful. But the videos are going to take like a month to do. You know, you have to wait 2 weeks for fermentation, another couple days for forced carbonation. Then you got to get your buddy to come back over to do the review. And ultimately the video is going to take like a month. So in theory, don't start a YouTube channel that has to do anything with fermentation. And then I think it was like maybe mid last year where we actually finally like wrote something down. And it was our how to make a keg grater video. And it was just like, let's just write it all down. what do we need? What do you not need? And the thing for Homebrew for Life is we try to make it like the most resourceful, right? Anybody can go out and buy stuff new. You know, all this stuff is like stainless steel and shit you probably already have in your kitchen half the time. You know, it's like, how do you be the most resourceful? And that's what we kind of try to make the kegerator video was like, do not spend $700 on a kegerator. You could make all this stuff for like under 150 bucks and you're gonna make it cooler than the piece of shit thing that they sell at Costco or Walmart or Best Buy or whatever. The overpriced hoopla. And we put out that video, and that video actually got like pretty good shine. You know, for a channel that doesn't have really any subscribers, any video that we get that gets over like 3,000 or 4,000 views, we're partying. You believe that, man? We're going to the titty bar, man. We're making it rain. And that video got some shine, and people were stoked with like how direct it was and how resourceful it could be. So from then on, it was kind of like, okay, let's focus on the writing process. Let's write. Write everything down. Write everything down. And it's just tough to get everyone together. You know, I'm 35 in a week. Kevin, Maury, these guys are 39. These guys on the show. I think Mondo's like 74. We're pretty much like a shitty garage band. The way I see it is like, we get together, no one really cares or gives a shit, you know, but like we get together, we get drunk, we have a good time, we piss the neighbors off, we bonfire in the back. We're pretty much a suck band. We should change our name from Homebrew for Life to Suck Band. And then from there, I don't know what videos we were doing, but it wasn't until like, again, I don't know how long you've been subscribed to this channel for. Come over to my house, give me a kiss, see what happens. And then like a month ago, we shot our Kegel video. And in terms of production, that was the best Homebrew for Life video by miles, times 100. Like, we wrote it out, the do's, the don'ts. We got everybody over on a Friday night. That's tough. Just getting everybody together with no money involved is tough as shit. It's like being a band. It's like being in Suck Band. I'm gonna make t-shirts called Suck Band with tours on the back. We had like a hard seltzer video kind of come out right about that time. And then like, we finally got it. We finally like, okay, this is it. Like, what video are we making and why? How long is it gonna be? Let's write it out. Take your shirt off. I wanna see how hairy you are. Siri, how big's your penis? Is it bigger than mine? So here's how it works. I have 2 jobs. I do construction 3 or 4 days a week. I pour beer 3 or 4 days a week. Every time we have something off, we're pretty much trying to talk Homebrew for Life content. And the shitty thing about that is like talking about it, anything, you know, putting out content or start a company or let's do this. Unfortunately, talking is the easiest part. Talking and drinking beers around a fire is the easiest part. I wish everything was as easy as talking. But we finally figured it out, and we shot the DIY Kegel video in 2 days. We made the thing the night before. We shot it that night. Kevin came back the next day. Everything worked out perfectly. We turned it over, and then within less than like 10 days, we did not Chili Rihanna video. We did a trash can turkey, and that gave us a lot of confidence because that was like we can make YouTube content the way we want to make the content, you know, 2 or 3 times a month if we have to. But that video did cost me about 600 bucks in terms of like the materials I had to buy and in terms of, I think I took 2 or 3 days off work. And I think I'm fired from my construction job because I take way too much time off to edit and make these little bullshit videos that we smear all over the internet that people like or make us hate us more. I don't know. But we're coming up. It's the end of the year, and we decided that we're gonna at least put out 2 videos every month for 2020. Come here, baby. Bring it in for the real thing. At least 2 videos every month for 2020. At least. I don't know how we're gonna do it, but we're gonna do it just for a year. I don't know. We'll probably quit after. We'll probably quit in fucking February. No, we're not. We're gonna power through. We figured it out. That writing is the Midas touch. Is the key to the city. Write it all down. Look at all this shit, man. I don't even know what this stuff means. Landlord's going to evict me. Parking tickets. Just write it down, man. But the kicker is you guys got to keep watching it. You guys keep watching the videos, and we'll keep putting out, you know, our high school quality production YouTube shit. Please. That's it. Thank you for watching this video. Shout out to Chris from Battle Mage, Kevin, Maury. They came after. Dave, Donnie. We do a lot of stuff from Booze Brothers. They donate a lot of stuff. They help out with a lot of videos, and we film a lot of our videos there. If you guys are ever in North County, Vista, San Diego, check out Booze Brothers and Vista. Great beer, great times, great people. Shout out to who else is involved. Josh, you're the man. Quinn, thank you. K-Bird, Kevin comes around a little bit. Jess the Mess, he hosts, he's around. My lovely girlfriend who lets us trash the house once a month, and we go crazy, and there's everybody in the back smoking cigarettes, and We clean it up in the morning, and she puts up with me and all of us, and she's a saint. She is heaven on earth. Most importantly, the viewers. You. If you guys weren't watching these videos, I wouldn't make this video right now. You guys, this channel would have died back years ago when we were making our shitty little beer battered buffalo cheese dip video or whatever. Ultimately, you guys watching this video kept this channel afloat. So shout out to you guys. I don't have that much beer left. One more NBC for the one time for the end of the year. This is to you guys, the viewers, wherever you are in the world. Thank you from all of us. If I forgot your name in one of these shout outs, get more involved in Homebrew for Life so I don't forget your ass next time when we're giving thank yous. NBC. Cheers to eating good and drinking good.
You throw it up? Oh, dude! Oh, dude! Are you kidding me?
It's just foam.
Oh!
It's just foam.
Oh my God! Go take care of yourself, dude.